What's good? How we doing? One thing I remembered from last week is somebody mentioned the screen was a little bit small to see what I was doing for animation stuff. So of course I had to be entirely over the top and make a new layout altogether, which I'm sure we've already noticed. The start screen is entirely different. I don't remember what it looks like. I have completely forgotten what I did. So that's gonna be interesting. I vaguely remember what I did. Like, I remember the general idea of what I did. And I, I remember it looking cool. We ready? We ready? Oh, I remember. Oh, why is the chat that huge? Hello. Well, it is what it is. I guess it's just gonna be huge. And I actually made a screen just for talking. Isn't that cool? Welcome to 2009, fellas. I also got some background music for us. Can y'all hear that okay? Because I got it turned down, like, really quiet. That is. Oh, that's basically muted. How's that? That should be good. I don't want it to be so quiet y'all can't hear it, but not so loud that it drowns everything else out. It's fine. It is what it is. Let me slip the chat somewhere I can see it easier. There we go. And here's the layout for what we're actually doing. Whoa! Oh, I didn't mean to. There we go. Can I like make that smaller? Nope, oh, the text is huge. Okay, well, it is what it is. It's just gonna have to be huge. Oh, y'all are excited about the... Oh, the chat is so cut off. We can't even read it. Oh man, that's crazy. I sigh. You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna have a makeshift solution. Let's see. I think this is what I want. Yep. That's gonna be our temporary chat box. Oh man, that is unfortunate. I didn't even set it to be that big. It just is. But you know what? Sucks to suck. I'll get over it. There, now maybe we can actually read it. That is crazy. Gonna put it here too. That's good enough. Let me get it back there. Think this is okay. That works. Temporary problems require temporary solutions. Let me check how many entries the art thing has gotten. Either 10 or 11, I think? $11 so far. we'll see what happens. There we go, got things laid out so it's at least possible to see what's going on. What if I just make this smaller and then make it bigger on stream? That'd be easier to see, right? It's easy enough to see. I was so proud of myself too. That's wild. It's legible, that's what matters. Okay, cartoon time. Same thing I've been working on. Nothing new. It's the same song. What was I doing? I don't think I'm sharing audio from the actual... No, I'm not. I haven't done the lip syncing yet either. Although I do have more ideas. I did actually like think things through. I just gotta figure out how I'm actually gonna execute it. That'll be fun. Okay, I'm gonna start just by throwing keyframes around like it's nothing. And then fill stuff in the middle until it looks okay. That's basically all animation is. Throwing keyframes around and then hoping it looks good. I'm gonna actually put that here. Is that an odd number? That's an odd number. That works. An entirely different pose. We'll probably have to redraw stuff, but that's fine. I'll get over myself. Do I have snapping? No, I need to get good. Little teeny tiny details. I want her to like swing her arm back that has the pencil in it and then like draw across the screen to go to the next scene. I don't know why I'm acting out what I'm talking about like y'all can see me. I'm out here moving my arm like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. No, you don't. Nobody can see what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I remember this weird looking thing. Looks like a weird ice cream cone. I think that's... What is that? What is that? Is that the thumb? That's the thumb. Yeah, it's easy to trust. It's easy to trust I know what I'm doing when I look at something that I literally made and I'm like, huh, what is that? Trust. Trust the process. Oh, do y'all want story time from this morning? Today's been silly. Literally the moment I woke up, my right eye felt like it was just being stabbed. And I spent like an hour trying to figure out what was happening. Had no clue. Tried rinsing it out. Nothing changed. Was sobbing like an infant and could barely even form words. I call it going baby mode, where like the most I can do is just cry and then make noises that vaguely resemble some word. Whether or not it's like a word I actually intend to say, that's up for debate. But like it's a noise that you can tell there's an attempt being made. I've decided to call that going baby mode. It was quite fun. It was something. I remember it happening once before too, but with the other eye. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do is just... Oh, gracious. What? Oh, that's its own layer. That's what's happening. Drawing time. But you know what? It's okay, because I still got the other eye. I can see out of one of them. I mean, in like a literal sense, I can still technically see out of both of them, but one is like really blurry. There's her right arm. I'm drawing it. I'm drawing it. Don't worry. I wanted to have like a cool perspective shot. Oh, that is a giant pen. Maybe because it's size 50. I thought that said 5. This is already going splendid. What layer am I on? I see what layer I'm on. I think. What in the world? Why? Do I need to make this darker so I can see it? Yep. Let's do purple. I like purple. Why she purple? Ooh. Uh-oh. That doesn't look great. Okay. Maybe the rest of her body needs to be in a more extreme pose. Maybe it's just because she's only using like one arm and it looks weird. Foreshortening. Yippee. I have only done foreshortening like twice in my life, and neither time did it look good. Okay, I might have to start blocking her facial expressions too. Like, I'm not gonna go through and do lip sync until the very end, because that is... Not even arguably, it straight up is the most boring and tedious part, and I don't want that to be the entire stream. Gonna give a few frames in there so she has room to blink. I'm just gonna arbitrarily pick a frame. Just pick one completely at random and just hope it works. Ah, it just feels off. Why does it feel off? There we go. That's why it felt off, because it was. Flawless logic. Can y'all tell I know what I'm doing? Now the real question is, can y'all tell I've been doing this for like a decade? That's crazy. You know what? I'm not gonna go through the hassle when I can just copy and paste. Copying and pasting is my favorite. I love moments like this where I've got one eye in the position and she's looking in one direction with it, and the other one is still off doing whatever it was, and it just looks silly. I'm gonna say this frame, maybe. Oh yeah, nailed it. Oh, look at this. This is a beautiful screenshot right here, and I think I will screenshot it. That's gonna be a really silly picture to spam everywhere. Harm got taken, the cats are using it to nod it, cause cat. Yeah, that tracks. Y'all that have seen the sorts of tomfoolery my cats get up to on stream. So goofy. Okay, there we go. Is she even looking at— she's not even looking at the pencil, she's looking above the pencil. There we go. It still doesn't feel like she's like looking at the pencil. Look at the pencil. There we go. Whoa, gracious, what happened here? Why is that trying to animate itself? Hello. There we go. Okay, I might have to do a bit more than just blocking. I might actually have to put in blink cycles, because I have no clue how many frames I have to work with. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? Again, copy and paste. Splendid. I think this is the right frame? Question mark? Maybe? Yup. I can sort of count. Which means I want to do the same thing here. there's one out of like 3 I need to do. Ooh, I think I'm gonna be clever. And do one of those where it's like, there's like a buffer and it'll make sense. It'll make sense, trust. See how that looks. Welcome to the stream! Oh, that works. I don't know, wait. I might add one more frame there so it, no, don't take away. Add a frame so it lines up better with her hair. Yeah. And she has no arm. So far, so good. Not bad, not bad. We just have to fix whatever is going on here, but you know what? Okay, before I do that, I'm gonna do this so I don't forget that it's what I wanted to do. A lot of copying and pasting of frames because it's literally just the exact thing. Welcome everyone to the stream. My goodness, we are interactive today. Hello, how is my microphone caught on that? You just found out and you're in a chokehold. Nah, I've been relying on Technologica for the last, like, 4 years. The reason I have 2019 in the channel's actual user, like, the channel's, like, not display name, the actual username, is because I first started in 2019. That's not just, like, a random thing. And I so badly wish I could have, like, a school banner, because it takes place in a high school. I wish I could have like a school banner that said established 2019, but I can't because it takes place in 2009. Did you go to art school? I want to learn the professional puppet style. I'm curious if you went to a school that taught it. No, I just watched a lot of cartoons and was like, I want to do that, and everything is self-taught, so the puppets are actually broken like you would not believe. She used her black magic to make the pencil float into a 360 magic of the hand. I mean, technically, where she comes from, there is magic involved, so like that works. Although I am in art school right now to learn 3D stuff, but it's not anything 2D related, so that's why it took me as long as it did to do anything relating to a walk cycle, because I would see like pictures of guides how to do it, but for some reason it just didn't connect, it wasn't making any sense, and I could never make it look good. So I was like, you know what? That'll be a future problem. I'll just put it off till I can't really put it off anymore. And then that's what we're doing right now, actually, is walk cycles. But rather than just, this is what you do and this is how you do it, we broke down why it is that way and, like, how it specifically works. And also little tidbits that add personality to a walk rather than just, like, a plain old walk. So I was like, I wonder if I can do that exact same thing, but in Adobe Animate instead of Maya. And it worked. So I was like, you know what? There it is. So I just went ahead and took the 10 minutes to do it. So I'll never have to do it again, which feels amazing. Applying to art schools and you hope the one you choose has a puppet rigging class. If there's an animation course, I would assume that comes up at some point. I don't know, I feel like that's the kind of thing where... Because actually building a character and animating it are two entirely different things, and a lot of times there's different teams that handle both of those things. Like, there's a specific team that will design the characters. Once those are finalized, it gets passed off to the people that actually build them so they can be animated with. And then that gets passed off a second time to yet a third group of people that actually do the animating. There's a video that explains not in very much detail, and there's also things like storyboarding and writing involved, but there's a video that explains it pretty well that I think I might post on my community tab because it's a really good video, as goofy as it is. Okay, a lot of people have been asking about starting a Discord. That's not really it's not a simple yes or no answer because I'm not in a place where I can like constantly be moderating. So like an actual community server, like a real server, probably not gonna happen for a hot minute. But there's one where I'm the only person that has talking permissions and I just ping different notifications when I'm doing stuff. So it's essentially just another YouTube community tab, but even more limited. It's really lame, I'm gonna be honest. It's literally just a notification channel. That's basically it. But I mean, if you want notifications, it's there for that, I guess, but like, we're not really doing any talking or hanging out. Like, I'll post, hey, I'm gonna be doing this, or this thing dropped. Check this out. Or I'll post pictures of my cats or my plant and be like, dude, look at this thing. Oh my god, speaking of my plant, okay. I've posted him once or twice, I think. I need to post more. But I have this plant, and it's a decorative grass, and his name is Asher, and he's a perennial, which means he's around... He comes back yearly. Like, he still, like, does the whole deal where, like, not dying, but, like, going... I'm gonna call it going into hibernation during, like, the late fall, early winter. So I started making him a little blankie, and it's turning out really cute, and when it's done, I'm gonna post a picture of it. I'm making him a little blankie so he can stay warm while he's in hibernation, and then when he wakes up, I'm gonna make him a little spring hat. I spoil this plant so much. Okay, maybe I should stop talking about the plant and, like, actually be animating. What was I doing? I've completely forgotten. I remember. I was gonna do this. Nope, that's not it. Add more frames than I feel like I need to. I'm not gonna fall for it. I know what you're trying to get me to say, and I'm not gonna fall for it. I'm not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen. My question for you is... You can only think of Sans Undertale. My question for you is... Maybe I already know Joe, but have you heard of Updog? That's my question for you. Think about that. I think this is the frame I want. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Would you say Would you say, what is up, dog? Got him. No, I didn't. I didn't got him. I didn't anywhere near got him. Please let me have this. This is the most active stream I've ever had. Please let me be funny just once. Just one time. Where is... Hold on. There we go. Close enough. Close. That's close enough. I'll call it a win. Okay, that's still. I don't know. Okay, let me see. That works. It doesn't look the best, but it works for what I need to do. Add more frames than you ever think you need to. You want to know the proudest moment of my life ever? Okay. Dad, you remember when, for y'all's anniversary, at the end, the credits said, "What's up, dog?" It was either, "What's up, dog?" or it was one of those. Yeah. Okay, so for a little bit of context, I made my parents a game for their anniversary because I'm just silly that way. And at the end, it was just me, so there was no reason to have too many credits, and it's not something I'm gonna publish, so there's not really a need for credits. But, oh, hang on, what is... Okay, what is happening here? Why is that not lined up? There we go. I just threw a bunch of random stuff in to be funny. What's happening here? Hello. And at the very end of the credits, I had something along the lines of like, "What's up, dog?" or "Who's Joe?" Something like that. My poor dad didn't even give it a second thought. He just looks at me and he's confused. He's like, "What's up, dog?" I was so proud of myself. Of course, you know, he's a grown man, so he's like, okay, well, he's obviously heard it before. He's just doing it to humor me. He's like, "No, what is it?" And I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on. Time stopped for a minute. The entire world slowed down. Things were in bright, saturated color. There was a slight glow. I felt the hand of God reach down and pat me on the back. He was like, "You did it. I am so proud of you, my child." The best moment of my whole life was in that moment where it was like a 2-second thing, not even like the main focus of what it was, and I just happened to get lucky, and my poor father walked right into that open door, genuinely confused gleam in his eye, and he asked me, "What is up, dog?" Best moment of the entire day, easily. I'm also going to literally just give her the exact... Oh, whoopsies. Give her the exact same expression that I did. First there was DreamWorks Space CK, and now we have Sans Aaron. What's next? Freddy Fazbear Melissa. I'll never forget the Five Nights at Freddy's jokes we made about Melissa. I'll never forget those. And I already know because I made the same joke in the pilot. It's never gonna go away. I already know. But you know what? It is kind of funny. So it's okay. Why is chat so mega late? That's just the nature of how it is. I've been looking to see if there's a way I can sort of like speed up chat a little bit so it's not as slow. But I will say, when I started using OBS instead, it is less delayed than Streamlabs was. Like, Streamlabs was like a whole 30, 45 second delay. Oh, I've started infiltrating music, let's go. There's a song I like and the lyrics are seek it, and all I hear is CK, CK. I'm starting to leave an impression on people. Let's go. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is... Oh, actually, you know what would probably be smart? Just get like a really rough idea of the pose I want. Like, it doesn't have to look good, just like the general positions. And then just draw over it. That would probably be the smart thing to do. And while that's not what I'm known for, I think that's what I'm gonna do, the smart thing. Oh, gracious, hello. That's why the pencil was locked, because it kept getting in the way. And I'll go to this frame, turn on onion skin, there it is. Used to have an obsession with Wander Over Yonder and Jeroom so much, and when you saw the reference, you were absolutely flabbergasted. Dude, on my old stream layout... Oh, I didn't mean to accidentally try to save the chat window, hello. On the old stream layout, there was a layer that was specifically that one PNG of Nerd Wander, and I would randomly turn it on every once in a while, be like, whoop, jump scare. I thought I was so silly. I didn't put it in this layout just because I was mainly focusing on the stuff like people would actually see. But you know what? Who's gonna stop me? Hello, there we go. Yeah, dude. So, okay. What happened was... The pilot was doing pretty good for YouTube standards. At the time, even though it was only like a month ago, which is insane. But it did pretty good for YouTube standards. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'll put it on TikTok just on a whim. I wasn't really thinking much of it. Dude, it went crazy. How is it doing? How is the good old TikTok doing? Because it was literally within like 2 or 3 days. Like, people say overnight as a joke. People are like, yeah, people say overnight, but, you know, it does not the kind of thing that does actually happen overnight. And it wasn't exactly... Somebody commented on the prank. I fell for it twice. If you know, you know. So it wasn't exactly overnight, but, like, it was pretty darn close. 41,000 views for the pilot on TikTok. So I was like, oh, well, shoot, I'm gonna milk this as much as I can. And I noticed a lot of people were saying the theme song was really good. So I was like, okay, I'll post it on its own. Let me find it. 74.3 thousand views on the theme song itself. I was like, okay, dang, I'm gonna milk this for all it's worth. So, I put a link in my About Me. One of those links that's just like a list of everything I have. And YouTube is on there. So I guess people are migrating from TikTok to YouTube, and it's happening quickly. You fell for the prank. Nice. I got too silly. I got so silly. The theme song is fire. I'm actually surprised as many people like the theme song as they did. Because I actually wrote it when I was like 14, and that was a while ago. I am now voting age and in college and have like actual Life problems. Trying to remember anything about when I like actually wrote it, but not. It was so long ago, I'm just drawing a complete blank. Although, okay. Not as much anymore, but I still make references to it because it's one of the biggest reasons I started taking animation as seriously as I did. But I was a really big My Little Pony kid. Like, anybody that has ever spoken to me within that period when Friendship is Magic was still airing, or still airing new episodes, I should say, because I'm pretty sure they still do reruns. I wanted so badly to be My Little Pony, you know? So I based it on that. It's mainly the instrumental and like the actual structure, you can tell. Because like it starts off not quite classical, not quite orchestral, but those sorts of instruments. And then it's not a beat drop, so I'm not gonna call it a beat drop. But it picks up and uses like the same kind of thing. You already memorized it. Why is it doing that when I rotate it? Do I need to like... Why is it doing that? Stop doing that. No, stop doing that. Oh my... Times like this, I have to remind myself Adobe Animate is not a free app. I have to skew it, I can't rotate it, which is really dumb. You have a horse-obsessed friend that has no clue what My Little Pony is? Insane. I mean, to be fair, they're not mutually exclusive, or they're not like, it's not a given that one is gonna lead to the other. Because I was never like just a general horse kid. It was specifically My Little Pony. I hate that it's doing this. I can't move it either. I bet it's because I have it parented. I bet that's it. That is ridiculous. That is the whole point of parenting. How is it broken? This is not a free app. That's insane. Use your 5-finger discount for Adobe Animate. Nah, that's real. If you know, you know. This is probably the main part that's gonna show that it's at a different angle. Like the actual hand and pencil. I don't want to say being layered differently, but like, you know what I mean. Ah, it doesn't read. It doesn't read as being foreshortened. I think just because the characters are built so simple that it's like nigh impossible to do it. Screeching. Why is it not looking foreshortened? Maybe the other, seeing it right there was just psyching me out. No, it just looks bad. Her arm looks so much longer than it is. It looks so bad. Oh man. Maybe I just won't foreshorten. Maybe I'll just focus on giving her the angle when the pencil's like actually moving. No matter what I do, it just looks bad. You know what? It is what it is. It's just gonna have to look bad. I probably won't be doing collaborations right now or within the near future, mainly just because I just don't have time. Digital art and animation needs no skill. Don't know where you got that from, because of course it needs skill. Yeah, it's not easy. Okay, I understand that digital art has more tools you can use at your disposal. Is your eye okay? It's okay enough. I understand digital art has like different tools at your disposal than traditional art, and they make it easier. But there's also art programs that don't really have stuff like that. Like, people that draw in MS Paint are essentially just drawing on paper with being able to zoom in and undo. But like, aside from that, you don't really get like layers or masking. Photoshop doesn't really have a lot of presets made specifically for drawing the way a lot of apps do. Like, you don't have just speech bubbles there for you, you don't have frames you can make for a comic there for you. Like, you gotta do all that yourself. I think I know what I want to do. I think I have an idea. I don't know how good this is gonna look, but... No, yeah, people are starting to make OCs. I've been tagged in a couple. I'm still in that area where it just doesn't feel real. Like, it's the kind of thing where I feel like if gradually over time it was slowly picking up speed at like a more consistent pace. Like, I know nothing online is linear, like, that it doesn't go without saying, but it's common knowledge enough that a lot of people just are like, yeah, it's not gonna be like one thing like right after the other. But like, I still had it in my head that it was gonna be such a gradual thing. And then that was sort of how it was on YouTube. It was slow, but it was definitely gradual. And then TikTok just threw it immediately out the window, like, nope, here you go. I was like, oh, okay. I think I might... I'm gonna try something. Let's just see what happens. Okay, what tools do I have to work with? What is this? I don't know what that does. We're gonna find out together. Well, evidently I can't use it. Why can't I use you? We're gonna learn something new, chat. Okay, strong start. It tried autocorrecting to something entirely different. Okay, let's see. Huh? Shape control points. Okay. Alright. Let's see what— oh, lovely, the phone. I'm going to ignore it. Okay, I'm gonna try something. I'm not gonna lie, it usually crashes, so I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna give y'all a heads up. I think if it crashes and the window closes, it just freezes on screen for you. It doesn't actually close. We're gonna see what happens, because it's such a simple thing that used to work, but in the new update, it doesn't. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's loading. It didn't crash this time! Wild. Insane. Amazing. No, I don't want to make a new bone. I want to, like, rotate it. What? Hello. That was frightening. Where did those outlines come from? Let's try that again. Goodness. I'm gonna give her 3 segments this time. There we go. Ooh, where are those outlines coming from? I don't like that. Maybe if I, like, get it in the right pose and then get rid of the bones altogether? Maybe? Oh, that's way too exaggerated. Hang on. Hello? There we go. Wow, this tool is like broken. This is not good. Why can I not? Well, I can't get rid of the bone. Is it in the library? What does it say it's called? It's just IK shape. That doesn't seem to exist in the library. No, not edit document. Not motion tab. Well, ooh. Symbol, no shape, combine, transform. Maybe remove transform? That did nothing. This is great. No, I don't want to modify the document. Control? No, that doesn't have anything in it. That's not good. That's not what we want. Why is it doing that? What's this? Convert to symbol. Oh, That's not really what I wanted. Transform, no. Edit document? No, that just put me like right back. That just put me back out in like the main scene. Something I learned about YouTube makes a video. No, yeah, that's basically how YouTube works. If you spend time on something, nobody's gonna watch it. But then if you just come up with the most random thing possible, spend like 2 minutes on it, that's what people watch. Drives me up a wall, but it is what it is. Google help animate. Break apart IK. What if I say please? Let's see. This doesn't seem to be a thing. This does not seem to be a thing that's happening. Oh. No, that's something different. Dang it. How to cheat in Adobe Animate, that's crazy. Well... Do I have to? Okay. No, I'm not converting it to a bitmap. Okay, maybe. Can I? No, that didn't do anything. Okay, bone name 4. Doesn't exist. Insane. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Let me try something different. Let me try grouping it first. Will this crash? I can't even bone it. Okay, well, can I... Or is that going to convert it to... Stop turning it into a bitmap. I know for a fact that didn't used to be a thing. Okay, what is this called? Asset warp. Google is my bestie right now. Debating if I want to, like, screen share the search, but it's the internet, so I don't know what's gonna come up. Okay, there's a way to turn that off. Preference. Where's Adobe Animate? There you are. Okay, preferences. Drawing. Haha! That should have turned it off. Great joy and happiness. Why does it look like that? That is ugly to look at. But it gets the job done. And look at that, no weird random outlines that I don't want. They're thinner, but why are they thinner? Hold on. Oh, gracious. Okay, what is this called? Warped. And of course it's not in the library. Okay, well, break apart it is. We're gonna be a bit silly and cheat it. Oh, wait, why can't I... Oh... I get it. I see what's happening. Ha, okay. It's making sense. Why are you like that? Okay, well, that part is just how it is. But it's such a small thing, and it's only a couple frames, so it's not really gonna be that noticeable, so I'm not too worried about it. I just finally got it to do, like, what I actually wanted it to do. Which was just be more exaggerated. Might actually change the shoulder too. That was surprisingly easy. You know what? It works. I don't even want to know why her hips aren't lining up properly. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm not gonna deal with it. It's not gonna be my problem. Okay. That's a belt. Oh, I have to go through and... No, I don't, because the belt never moves. So I can literally just get rid of any and all keyframes involving it. Turn off the looping. Presto. Look at me go! Why am I doing that? I can literally just... Before I do that, actually, let me put this... Let me put her leg in the position I want it in. Yeah, I think we can get away with making her over-exaggerated instead of dealing with any foreshortening whatsoever. That's what I'm gonna keep telling myself. And just move the belt so it lines up with her legs. Amazing. Might have to... It works. It gets the job done. Let's see. Let's just see what happens. Let's see where things fall. So that I have a playlist. That's either the one from Junior Year Spirit Week or just random stuff that's kind of nostalgic that I still listen to. I don't really use Spotify. Like, the only reason I even had an account was for Spirit Week one year, but I'm not even in high school anymore, so I don't really know why I still have it. Do I even remember the login? I might not even remember my login. Oh, I'm already logged in. Cool. Is it the playlist? It just makes me happy because that's just the stuff, either stuff I used to listen to or stuff that gives the same kind of vibes as stuff I used to listen to. I haven't actually put anything like as far as my own music on there yet because everything I've seen costs money, and I'm not really gonna do that if I don't feel certain that it's gonna be like worth actually spending money, you know? Yeah, that's the nostalgia playlist. I was one of those kids, but it's okay because those kids were cool. I think I'm gonna throw a keyframe in here. And start... Maybe not. Oof. I mean, I can... I mean, it doesn't look that weird if it's moving. The only thing is the belt, but I can just, like, shrink it down. Like, that's fine. It works. It's not ideal, but if it's gonna be one frame where it looks slightly off, I'm really not worried about it. I said I wasn't gonna do anything too detailed, but oh well. Or I think that might be a little bit too exaggerated. There we go. When will she have the pencil spinning? Oh, that was at the start. That's a while ago. That's a last week thing. Although I do wanna... Is this her hand? There's already... Okay, well... Let's see. Does it actually move, or it does? Well... I'm gonna add a bit more movement to her hands so it doesn't just start spinning. I'm gonna have her, like... I don't have a camera. What am I doing? Let me just go through and put keyframes in a place I think it would work. Maybe exaggerate it a little more so you can even see that it's moving. Maybe a little bit snappier? It feels really loose, and I don't want it to be that loose. Why does it look bad? Why does it look bad? Because it's too soon. It's still too soon. It doesn't line up. If it takes all that to make an animation, you're screwed. Keep in mind, though, this is a more complex animation. Like, it's not the most complex out there. There's stuff that is far more detailed than this, still done in the same program. I think the issue I'm running into is that it doesn't actually line up with her words, and that's why it feels off. Because she's spinning after she actually says it. That was it. Okay. It lines up a bit. I might even... Nah, it was fine how it is. Yeah, that was it. Because it wasn't actually lining up with what she was saying. Because I'm not sharing the audio from Adobe Animate. I'm just playing some music. But it wasn't perfectly synced up with the timing of her actual talking. That's why it felt weird. Pondering. How am I gonna make her arm do the thing? How am I gonna do the thing? This is... I'm about to break rule number 1 of any good animation, but I'm just gonna go 1 frame at a time. I don't remember the term for it, but it's a thing you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to just start on a frame and then go like 1 frame at a time. But I'm gonna do it anyway because I have no other plan. There's somebody knocking at the door, but I'm not gonna go answer it. There's the doorbell, but I'm still not gonna go answer it. I'm just gonna sit here and make my little cartoon. It looks like somebody asking about our cable provider. That's hilarious. Did I nail it? Ha! Dog, what happened to your eye? Are you okay? I told the gripping tale earlier in the stream, but what happened was the minute I woke up, it felt like there was something stabbing at it, and I spent a couple hours like sobbing over it, and it never actually went away. So the general consensus is that it's like a physical, like, I don't want to say anything too detailed because I know it ooks a lot of people out, including myself. My eyeball has a boo-boo. That's where I'm gonna leave it. And now it hurts, and it's really blurry. Ooh, I think I know what I want to do with her arm here. Yes, I have it set. Okay, is it like that for all parts? That's a movie clip. Okay, I'm gonna cheat. Convert to symbol. Upper arm. No, not upper arm. Is that the forearm? I think it's forearm. Smear. I think it's upper arm and forearm. Oh, I'm a genius. You're the eye, so you know. Oh my god, Womp Womp is crazy. That's why I had it set to only be 1 frame, because I'm using... Because that's a shoulder right there. I remember, because in the unlikely event she would shrug with that arm specifically. Oh, I'm a genius! Dude, y'all would not believe how smart I can be sometimes, and then I scare myself, because I'm like, wait, why did I do that? And then I'm like, oh, that's why I did that. Trust the process. Trust. I know it's gonna look dumb now. Trust. I'm gonna do the exact same thing here. Let's go. What year is it? We're towing a fine line between 2023 and 2009. I don't really know. Pick one. It's not like a perfect smear, but it's rounded off so it'll look more in motion. I amaze myself with things I come up with sometimes. Oh, that looks... I feel like it's gonna need a few more frames before it actually looks good. Let's just see how bad that looks. Ooh, nope. I'll just make a new frame altogether. I have a limit on how ugly I'm gonna let myself make things, even if it's just 1 frame. Ooh, I know what I want to do. Is it this? It's this. Might want to make it a little bigger. There we go. Because I don't want to lose any curve when I'm like relining it up. Come on, work with me. I'm gonna try something. Let's see how quickly I can okay, first I'm gonna... Before I forget to do anything with her hair. I'm about to screw up her arms doing this, but it is what it is. Okay. We can put her belt on that frame. Give that like a frame or two of motion. Figure out what I'm supposed to do with her arms now. Oops, I guess. Okay, can I get away with this? Mostly. I'm going to need to remove the parent and then change the parent to hand 1. If I move this, is it gonna mess up the layering? It's not. It's not gonna mess that up. That's good to know. Which means... No, I don't want to do that. Question mark? What do I want to do? Aha! I say enthusiastically. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm making it up as I go along. Okay, which means... these can go back to how they were because it's not that arm anymore. It's a different arm now. We're not going to think about what's going on here. Just don't think about the anatomy and it'll make sense. It'll be fine. I don't think I want her shoulder there though, so we're gonna be silly. What is... okay, that is single frame. Nice. Why is there a layer here? Hello. I'm gonna need y'all to trust the process. This is gonna take a whole lot of trust. I might even have to... I think I'm just gonna make something new altogether, honestly. Oval tool. Means you've been cheated out of 3 minutes. You know what? I'll give you those extra 3 minutes. If it's what the people want, you can have those extra 3 minutes. I will let it happen. What frame am I working with? That one. That's probably gonna work. I say not actually sure it's gonna work. Is that the right color? Yes, it is. Make that a bit darker for the inside of the sleeve. Is it gonna play nice? Ooh, did they finally fix the eyedropper tool? Is it a joyous day in this household? I think it might be a joyous day in this household. Okay, what am I doing? Before I get too happy and excited, what am I doing? I see what I'm doing. Gonna need to make that a whole lot bigger. Basically change everything about it. Where does it go? It goes here. Yes. Yes. Okay. Wrong thing. See, I got too comfy. This is what happens. What am I... That's not the right angle, is it? It works for what it is. No, it doesn't. That's ugly. I can't even defend that. That's just ugly. It doesn't have to be perfect, because I need to remind myself it is a one frame. You know what? I think I'm just gonna get rid of that altogether and just put it in here. Like, why would I not do that? Does CK like cookies and cream ice cream? Yeah, I'd say so. Exactly. Don't know if y'all could hear my dad. He's like, who doesn't? I don't think I've ever actually met somebody that didn't like cookies and cream. I've met people that are neutral about it and like it's not their favorite, but I've never met somebody that actively disliked it. Would Jasmine be mad if I ate a tree? She would be confused, but I don't think she'd be mad. She would have no clue what's going on, but... Okay, so I can put this back where it was. That frame is, oh, that is a sight. Oh, man. Oh, dear. I think I might have made a really small mistake. There, that's a bit better. Oh man, that's a sight. In fact, I think I'm going to... How does that look? That works. That's hilarious. Now there's a cat in the stream chat. This is suspicious. My actual cat hasn't interfered once. Oh no. Okay, well, there we go. I had to say it. There she is. Who do you think would randomly go horror in the middle of something dead serious? Ah, multiple characters would actually. I feel like it would depend on like who's involved. Do I know murder? Okay, one thing about me is I am aware of the existence of a lot of these things, but like I don't actually watch a lot of shows. Here's the cat. You want to say hello? I guess that works. You want my lap? You want to sit and hang out for a bit? Okay, she's walking away. She just wanted to come say hi. Thumb would go like this, I think. And the cat's coming back, I think. Nope, that was a fake out. She did not want to say hello. Okay, I think I'm gonna steal the pencil. How ugly can I make this, do y'all think? I mean, it's not horrifying so far. We're off to a strong start. We're gonna change it to that frame. That is a sight. Hang on. There's some wrist action happening here. There we go. That is a sight. Gonna swing it that way because that's the direction she's turning from. Are we having fun in chat? Are we having fun? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know what's happening. I'm not entirely sure what's happening over there. It's entertaining though. I'm having a splendid time just watching. The way she just stops moving. Hold on. Let's just watch this. Which means I now need to go back to her eyes so her eyebrow doesn't just switch from one eye to the other. Let's cool it down just a little bit in chat. It's getting a wee bit silly. Chat. Hey, let's cool it down a little bit. That is the right frame. Nice. The way she just stops moving is so good. When the next episode dropping, whenever it's done, because I wasn't actually expecting much to come from the pilot, I'm gonna be so real. I was thinking like maybe, oh, you know, maybe a few hundred, you know, maybe 1,000. How can I cool it down if there are 2 cats and 1 dog screaming at me? I say this as somebody with 3 cats. Sometimes you just need to give them the silent treatment and they will move on. How's it like making a TV show? Uh, I mean, I want to say it's more laid back than a lot of other careers, but that's probably not like a catch-all statement, you know? For some, it's a very high pressure, high stakes, awful working environment kind of thing. Sometimes you just kind of kick back and draw silly pictures and people happen to like the silly pictures. So you keep making the silly pictures. That's the category Technologica falls more into. You make silly pictures and people like the silly pictures. You got your friend into the fandom super fast. I'm still shocked there's even a fandom. Like, not even a fandom forming, a fandom existing. Do I enjoy having fan arts? Absolutely! Like, that's not even a question. Every time I open my phone and see a notification somebody's tagged me in their fan art, it's like, dude, that's real. How'd I come up with the idea? Ooh, there is layers to this story. Strap in, fellas. Okay, it all began when I was in 3rd grade. Yeah, y'all that watch SpongeBob, let me spin you a manly yarn. So it all started back in 3rd grade, which was already more than 10 years ago. I'm just now realizing. That's unfortunate. Well, like 10 years, a little over.
You're a cartoonist, not a mathematician.
Yeah. No, literally, when we started using numbers in class to keep track of where different things in the walk cycle were, I froze up. It was entertaining. And then I got so distracted writing the notes, I missed every word he was saying. Anyway. So I first got into My Little Pony, like, between season 3, season 4. I think it was like right before season 4 started, maybe like a month-ish. And I had been messing around with animation, cartoon stuff before then, just as a side thing for fun. No clue what I actually wanted to do. One day I'd be like, I want to be a vet. No, I want to be an actor, because I also watched Victorious. So I definitely had a hardcore theater phase that, I'm not gonna lie, only just ended like within the past 2 years. That one lasted a hot minute. I thought we had something special there, but the minute I left theater, I was... The second I walked out, I was like, never again. So I was one of those kids where like every other day I would have a different job. Can you believe I actually thought I wanted to be a cashier at one point? Even after watching SpongeBob? Insane. But yeah, one of the little phases I went through as a kid was animation and cartoons. So I would draw these little characters on paper and cut them out and make little puppets that functioned pretty much the same way as they do here in Adobe Flash, just made out of paper. And I would take little pictures and be like, look, it's moving! And I was a Scratch kid. I was on Scratch. I didn't have like a public profile or anything, but I did make stuff. And that's where I first started making, after I watched My Little Pony for a bit, I would make pony animations in Scratch. Good art, thank you. This is like the worst possible frame for me to have it stopped on. Yeah, I would make pony animations in Scratch, and he's my favorite character to write for. That is a tough one. I honestly think it's Erin, because it's not that she writes herself, but like, I don't ever really know what she's gonna do in any certain scenario until we actually get there, and it's exciting. Like, other characters I can predict, but with her, I have no clue, and it's exciting. I think it was 5th grade when I finally realized I can make money by doing cartoons. And that's when it clicked that it was like, oh, yo, I can actually have this as like an actual job. This could be a career. And that's the moment I was like, that is what I want to do. I finally figured it out. And I just kind of started messing around with it. And this is where we get into the confusing layers. Do I have any old designs? Funny you should ask that, because that's gonna come up in this chapter of the story. The chapter I like to call basically the same thing over and over again, except the same thing as I just talked about, except specifically within the realm of animation. I went from constantly switching up what career I wanted to have to constantly switching up what cartoon I wanted to make. So first it started off really basic, basically a Littlest Pet Shop clone, but with myself and my cats. Funny enough, all 3 of those cats are still alive. They're old, but they're still kicking. See, that was the first one, and then I decided that seemed, not that it seemed dumb, but I got bored with it, because it was so identical to just regular life, and I was like, okay, if I'm gonna be, like, writing a story that's meant to be fun, I don't want it to be that boring, you know? After that, I think, was the Wizard 101 series I wanted to do. Yes, that existed, and yes, that's where most of these characters come from. That's where Aaron comes from. Most of the humans, I think Raven and CK are the only ones that don't come from Wizard 101. Will I make more characters? Yeah, there's a ton more characters that already exist that just haven't been introduced yet. There is, I think, 2 more that, like, have a prominent role in the next episode, in this episode that I'm working on now. 1 more that kind of shows up at the end, just for the sillies. Not really an introduction, though, so 50-50 on that one. When merch dropping, whenever I can afford to make merch. I'll catch up on more y'all's questions at the end of this.
March 2024.
2024? Okay, my dad says it's gonna happen next year. There we go. We both learned something new today. I'll take your word for it.
Well, it's not going to happen in the next 30 days.
Yeah, definitely not.
So therefore, it's 2024.
Oh, yeah. You think we can do it that soon?
2024?
Well, I mean, yeah, based on how TikTok is going, yeah, easily.
Either way, that's a whole year. That gives you, 13 months get a month of December. Because December 2024 is still 2024.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Word. Okay. Alright, bet. I guess it's gonna happen 2024 at some point. Be on the lookout for that. I will too, because that's news to me.
Your mom and I have already been selling the bootleg.
Oh, thanks.
We'll cut you in one day.
Oh, that's cool. I was gonna make a joke about, oh yeah, use the child online for internet clout, but I'm not a child. Okay, anyway, where was, see, look what you've done! Now I can't remember where I was in the gripping tale. I think I was just going through,
5th grade.
yeah, I was going through all the different cartoon phases I had. Oh, let's see, there was My Cats and Myself was the first one. The second one, I wanted to do a Wizard 101 series. I finished, like, writing the entire first season of it. There were, like, 13 episodes in it. Only at that point was I like, huh, I don't think I want to make this one. So I just abandoned a whole season. I'm probably going to steal some episodes from it if Technologica ends up getting a second season. I'm probably just going to steal those episodes and rework them. There was a My Little Pony fan series I wanted to do in middle school. I think I've already started stealing episodes from that one, because there's a few that stick out that I remember vividly writing in the back of the classroom when I was supposed to be paying attention and taking notes.
How you got out of there? You
Yeah, I mean, I made it through high school and then graduated, so. I think those were the main ones. And then I decided... Some of them I was working on at the... I think there was a point where I was working on all 3 of those at the same time. And what I'd had in my mind was... Not... I don't really know how I would categorize it. But at the end of all of those, there were only gonna be like a season or 2 at the most. Most of them were only gonna... I say most of them like there's more than 3. They were all gonna be like 1 season, maybe a couple extra specials, but at the end of it, for whatever reason, I decided I was gonna throw in some weird portal doohickey and they would all end up in the same universe. That's where Technologica comes from. And then I just stuck with that idea because I couldn't come up with anything different. So the first rendition of Technologica was... They were all still in completely different art styles. This is where the old designs are gonna come in. I might even be able to find them, actually. As I'm talking, I'm gonna be looking for them, see if I can find them. They were all still different art styles, reminiscent of the series they came from. But there was also some new characters that already existed in the universe they all got zapped to. Which the longer I think about it, the less sense it makes. And then they were just there! Oh, gracious. Oh, I found some early high school assignments with those really old... That one drawing of Zarla and Stella that I used for everything. Oh... Wait a minute. I think it might even be on that poster I have back there. Hang on. Chat, I need to see something. Let me see if my suspicions are correct. There it is! Oh, they have almost every character crammed into one little tiny square. The one I did in 8th grade that I have off to the side here, off to the far right, that purple one.
Oh, okay.
There's like 8 characters crammed into one teeny tiny little square. Oh heavens. I'm finding things. Let's see if that's... Oh, I found when I went through my Google Sites phase. Oh boy. Does this have the old design? No, it doesn't. Wait, did I write multiple? I did write multiple episodes. Whoa, there's a lot. There's 2 seasons, 2 full seasons. What? I've discovered something that I completely forgot about. The rendition of Technologica before this one had 2 full seasons. The episodes weren't entirely written. I think the first half of season 1 I finished. I remember getting through how many? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got through the first 10.5 episodes because I remember writing all of those and finishing them. But I didn't remember I'd done synopses for every single episode in the first 2 seasons. This season has at least 30 episodes. I'm not gonna count them and I don't have them numbered, but that's at least 30. The second one has at least 20. What? That's insane. Some of these I did end up reusing in the current rendition, which is really interesting. The only actual drawings I've found so far are the same actual character builds, just with the brighter colors and the thick outlines. It's nothing that hasn't been on the actual YouTube before. That is interesting. I had completely forgotten about that. Yeah, there's the season 2 guide. It doesn't have any pictures on it, but that's crazy. Okay, where was... Let me see how much of this slideshow I can show y'all without revealing too much. Because it was something I did for school, so it involves, like, what school I went to, probably. Yo! Yeah, it talks about what school I went to, so I can't show it, but oh... Here's an... Okay. If I save to keep... And then... Open the image in a new tab. Open image in new tab. Ooh, found it! Uh-oh! I don't think y'all are ready for this. Chat, I don't think you're ready for this. Oh, this pains me. They look so different. Okay, what am I... Which one do I want? I think this is it. There it is! It's really small. Let me zoom in a little bit. Oh man. Isn't that a sight? That is from... I want to say 2015. So it's been a minute. It might be 2016. I think it's from 2016. But it has been a minute. Jump scare. Here's Aaron. Do you like Aaron? There's Melissa. CK's not in this. She's not in the lineup. Can you tell I watched Equestria Girls? Somebody in chat literally just said Equestria Girls. Oh man, that's so funny. Oh, it's horrifying. It's hideous. It's hilarious how they look so different yet not that different. Oh man, that is a sight to behold. You know, the thing is, I'd completely forgotten about this image. Like, I'd completely forgotten any of them ever looked like this. And I kind of wish it had stayed that way, I'm gonna be real. The yellow lipstick is not it. Why are they all the same height except Allura and Melissa? Why are they so short? What went wrong? What happened here? Raven, where is your neck? Girl, are you okay? Where did it go? Where are you wearing the exact same outfit? What is up with the checkerboard pattern here? Why do they all look the exact same? Oh yeah, 4 of them do have the exact same hairstyle. What happened here? Man. Oh yeah, I forgot I have the lineup in the actual stream window. Yeah, y'all can see how different they look. Oh my god. Well, except for Nicole. Nicole, I'm not gonna lie, Nicole looks pretty much the exact same. That's hilarious. That is wild. That's insane. Oh, why is it not? There we go. It was taking a second to change to the just talking stream layout. It is now 5 o'clock, but I did promise the extra 3 minutes because I started the stream a whole 3 minutes late. So I'm gonna give y'all your extra 3 minutes. Oh man. That was a trip. We took a trip down memory lane. That was something. I would have shown some of the scripts, but I did end up, from what I found, I did end up reworking a lot of them. Not all of them, but more than I actually expected. y'all want to see? I don't have it set up to have a fan art window on stream, but if y'all want that in the future, I can make a slideshow just running through fan arts and have it playing in the corner. Because I don't actually have any of them saved on my computer, it's all on my phone. So I don't have any quickly that I can just pull up on here. But if that's something you'd want in the future, I can have it set up for that. Word. I'll get started on that between now and next week then. Probably where the little gif of CK is banging her head against the wall, I'll probably replace that with fan art. What's good? Hi, welcome to the stream. I'm actually about to end it. I'm sorry. I think I only have one fan art saved on my actual computer right now, because pretty early on somebody did a screenshot redraw that I saved. And it was like the first actual Technologica fan art, so I was like, yo, dude, that's wild, so I saved it on my computer too. But then especially when I did the Draw This in Your Style challenge, I just didn't catch up on saving all of them on the actual computer. Yo, can y'all hear the cat screaming in the background? Nothing's even happening, she's just screaming because she can. See, it's now 5:04. I gave you an extra minute out of the goodness of my heart. How did that extra 60 seconds feel? I had a good time today, this stream. This was fun. This was a nice stream. What was the redraw of? It was a scene from the pilot. I think I reposted it on TikTok? I might have reposted it on TikTok. Yeah, today was a fun stream. I really enjoyed it. I don't think I ever remember like an actual live stream having a chat be that interactive, which was a ton of fun. And I'm glad I got to show you all the new stream layout. It's not like the best thing ever, especially with the chat situation. I don't know why the font is that huge, because I know for a fact I set it to be like 18 to 24 point font. So I'm gonna have to, I might just have to cave and leave it at the basic 12. I'll see what that is. But yeah, I think we can happily call it a day for today's stream. Thank y'all so much for coming, all of you, which was a larger amount than I'm used to, but hey, I'm not complaining. I had a nice old time today. That was a lot of fun. I'll definitely have the chat thing fixed by next week. Have it small enough so the messages like actually show on screen. And I'll make the little slideshow for y'all. I'll probably do that like right now if you want, actually. Like not on stream, I'm still gonna end the stream, but probably do that like right now before I forget, you know? So, I guess I will see y'all next week. Stay crazy, stay cool, and stay creative. This has been Technologica, and I'm logging off.